Nityanam, everyone. Today, I wanted to go back to my first inner awakening that I did, the 21-day retreat with Swamiji. It was in Bangalore, December of 2010, and had some really interesting experiences during that. I'd spoken earlier about my Kundalini awakening experience and what an amazing experience that was. The other one was where we had these different bhavas that we had, sessions on, and through most of it there was no experience whatsoever that I had. People were able to connect with different life forms and be able to really feel the space of oneness with them, and I was just like, nothing's happening. And the last one was of mitra bhava, or the friendship bhava, right? And I'm sitting there, and we had to lock eyes with a person, with one of the other participants, and I was doing that, and it was a very deep process that happened. At the end of it, when I looked around, I could feel that space of friendliness with each and every one. There was one person who was like the coordinator, helping from a volunteer point of view, and I would have a very hard time with him because I always thought he was being very strict and being very ferocious in that sense, not letting me do anything. And suddenly found my eyes locking with him, and there's such a strong space of friendship with him. He had tears in his eyes as well, and I just bowed down to him, and a very different connection that happened. And of course, eventually, later, I got to know him much better and became very good friends. But that experience was actually very, very powerful for someone who was very new and really, realizing such a mystical way in which we can connect with other beings. And my first real experience of connecting with people at a very different level, and very, very beautiful experience. The other incident that I'd like to share was with this person. While we were having so many different experiences, there was this guy who I got talking to, and he was like, "There's nothing." I asked him, "Hey, what experience are you having?" And he said, "No, nothing." I said, "How do you feel about it?" He said, "No, I'm good. No worries." I noticed that he had actually had a lot of eczema on his back, and it seemed pretty bad, right? His the skin issue. And we had a group, and a few months later, a couple of months after the inner awakening, he actually wrote on that group and said that up to 80% of his eczema had just completely gone away, and he was pretty confident that the rest of it would go away shortly as well. And for me, I realized that was what was happening. Whatever was the root cause for that eczema, that skin issue that had been bothering him for so long, was what was getting healed, and that whole process for him was that healing that was needed for him. Very clearly, I reached that conclusion that 146 of us who were there in the program, each of us had received what we were supposed to receive in a very unique way, in a very powerful way, all were attending the same program. So, pretty amazing. I think you'll hear that word quite often from me when I talk about Swamiji or when I talk about Inner Awakening. But that's the basic truth. The program is an amazing program for everyone to come and experience something way beyond what they may have ever experienced. And it's the best vehicle to do that because, spending that intense time with Swamiji allows him to really work on us in a very deep way so that this experiences become our reality. And more recently, of course, so much of the focus has been on Shaktis and really us demonstrating all these various powers. I'm finding amazing sort of, experiences myself. One of the Shaktis which I connect with very powerfully is that of healing as well as of, body scanning. And they're, of course, very related. Talking to people remotely on the phone, not even on two-way, and being able to diagnose exactly what's going on in them, and of course being able to give them solutions is such an amazing way and such a casual way that happens. Seriously amazing. And that's what Swamiji wants us to do, is to realize what amazing lives we are all eligible to lead and we should be leading, and actually making it happen so that we can live it in a very powerful way. If you're interested in learning more about such experiences and sharing, hearing more of these sharings, do feel free to ping me. Look forward to hearing from you, and hope you're doing well. Take care. Nityanandam.